Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm going to talk about some work we did on the AFRICAP project looking at the impact of climate change on the agricultural suitability of maize, soy and cassava in Africa. So this work looked at how a high emission climate change scenario could impact on agricultural suitability at the end of the century. Agricultural suitability here was based on temperature and rainfall during the rainy season, and we calculated how suitable the climate was for crops based on the threshold of optimal temperature and rainfall. So, what climate does a crop need to grow well? We also looked at limits to temperature and rainfall. So, for example, at what point is a climate too hot, too cold, or too dry for the crops to grow? We looked at this question using multiple different climate models. We used the CMIP5 ensemble of global models, the Cortex Africa ensemble of regional models, and also two very new, very high resolution climate models, which are listed here as CP4 and P25. One of the secondary aims of this work was to see if the climate model used impacted the results, and we found that they did not, which is good, so our results are robust to the model used. What we found was that increasing temperatures and declining rainfall led to declines in agricultural suitability for maize, soy, and cassava in large parts of sub-Saharan Africa. This is shown by the red colors on the map. You can see a few blue areas where suitability did not decline but actually increased, but these areas are outweighed by areas where suitability declined. Declines in rainfall were the most important contributor to declines in suitability. Of the three crops we looked at, soybean was the most resistant to temperature increases, however, suitability still declined due to declining rainfall. We also examined how including extreme temperatures affected suitability for maize, and we found that the results were highly sensitive for this, with much larger declines in suitability when it was included. This is something difficult to include in these types of studies due to a lack of information on how crops respond to temperature extremes. Our results show that climate change may lead to large declines in suitability for staple crops, which means that there may need to be a transition to more heat and drought-resistant crops to ensure food and nutrition security. Thank you all for listening, and if you'd like to know more about this work, the full paper is available online.